Sean Diddy Combs is back in court, and this time the stakes are higher than ever. A key witness known only as Jane is taking the stand, and her testimony might be the final nail in the coffin for the hip-hop mogul. Drug-fueled sex parties, threats, coercion, and the shadow of violence loom large in the courtroom. But that's not all. Diddy's own behavior during the trial just earned him a harsh warning from the judge. If you keep trying to influence the jury, you'll be removed from this courtroom. What is really happening inside the Diddy trial? And is the defense team finally gaining ground? Let's break it down. Today, Jane, a woman who had a relationship with Diddy, returned to the stand with heartbreaking and frankly horrifying claims. She described what she called hotel nights, drug-fueled orgies where she says she was pressured into sleeping with other men for Diddy's pleasure. She says it wasn't just physical coercion, it was psychological. He allegedly threatened to stop paying for her apartment if she didn't comply. And at one point, she broke down in court, crying over how the only real intimacy she felt was after those events, when she'd finally be alone with him. This is painting a very specific picture, not just of a man, but of a system. The prosecution isn't just building a case against Diddy the man, they're trying to expose Diddy the enterprise. Meanwhile, a separate witness claimed Diddy once dangled her over a balcony in 2016, a shocking, terrifying image reminiscent of Suge Knight's notorious tactics. But here's the kicker. Diddy's defense clapped back hard, showing proof that Diddy was in New York on tour at the exact time the woman says the incident occurred in LA. That's a powerful rebuttal. When pressed on this, the witness could only answer, theoretically. Theoretically? In a federal trial? Legal analyst Ryan Smith said this moment seriously damaged her credibility. Because you know what a jury hears when a witness says theoretically? They hear, I'm not sure. And I'm not sure doesn't convict anyone of RICO. And if that wasn't dramatic enough, Diddy almost got thrown out of his own trial. Why? According to the judge, Diddy was nodding at jurors during witness testimony, a subtle but potentially dangerous move. In federal court, defendants are strictly forbidden from interacting with the jury. No smiles, no gestures, no silent messages. The judge called him out on the record and threatened to exclude him from the room entirely. Stephen A. Smith put it best, he's supposed to sit there for weeks and not react at all? Isn't that unrealistic? But Ryan Smith explained, reactions are fine, interactions are not. If you're nodding directly at jurors while a witness accuses you of dangling them off a balcony, that's more than a reaction. That's a potential attempt to sway the jury, and that's a courtroom no-no. Now back to Jane. Her testimony closely mirrors what Cassie claimed earlier, a disturbing pattern the prosecution is desperate to prove. First, Diddy woos these women, often much younger than him. Then he offers lavish gifts, support, homes. And then, allegedly, the coercion begins. Participate in freak-offs, hotel nights, or lose everything. It's the classic grooming argument. And prosecutors are banking on the jury understanding that this isn't about one incident, it's about a system of control. But the defense isn't taking this lying down. They're pointing to text messages where Jane allegedly helped arrange these parties herself. One key message even reads, "Are we doing this?" The defense will argue that's not coercion, that's coordination, that's consent. And let's not forget, Jane stayed with Diddy for 3 years. Expect the defense to hammer that point. Stephen A. raised an important question. Is the age gap the key here? Because a 40-year-old woman might be expected to walk away. But a 19-year-old dating a music mogul worth hundreds of millions? That power imbalance is hard to ignore. But Ryan Smith said it's more than just age. It's about grooming, power, fear, financial dependence, and alleged violence. Add to that new claims of drug trafficking, with Jane alleging she transported narcotics between cities for Diddy. And this case is no longer just about sexual misconduct. It's about organized criminal behavior. And that, my friends, is exactly what RICO laws were designed to prosecute. The Diddy trial is reaching a boiling point, and we haven't even heard the full defense yet. Is this a case of an innocent man being framed by bitter exes? Or is this the long overdue unraveling of a dark empire hidden behind fame and fortune? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you believe the jury is being swayed? Do you think Jane is credible? And will Diddy walk free or face a historic conviction? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because this story is far from over.